Hello everyone. So in last lecture we have studied about what is optimization. Then we have seen how we can describe it mathematically, and we have discussed some example of optimization. Now in this lecture we are going to study about typical steps involved in solving a mathematical optimization problem. So first step is mathematic of problem formulation. Then to check whether there exists a solution for such problem or not. Then solving the optimization problem using some algorithm if solution exists. Then analyzation of the solution, and then analyzation of algorithm. Then one can go back to the problem formulation if there is a need, or you may have to go to solve the problem using different algorithm if the algorithm that we have previously considered is too complex for the problem. So this is iterative process that will find out a reasonable solution, and so such solution will help the decision maker for his own benefit. Now the first and important step of any optimization problem is to minimize the function subjected to certain constraints. Now we will look at some of the problem formulation. So let us look at bus terminal location problem, where the idea was to find a bus terminal on the segment PQ such that the length from A and B, the length of the road going from A and B to terminal T, are as minimum as possible. So let us take it as two-dimensional problem. Let xa1 and xa2 denotes the coordinate of xa. Similarly for xb, and then this being a straight line, let us assume that this equation ax1 plus bx2 plus c is equals to 0. We assume that we are using Euclidean distance. Now our aim is to find the location of this bus terminal, and it will have two coordinates xt1 and xt2. These are my variable. These are called as the variable of problem. Okay, then the objective is to minimize the distance from A to T plus distance from B to T. So xa, xt are the coordinates of point A and T respectively, and so the distance between xa and xt plus the distance between xb and xt, this is going to be our objective function which we have to minimize. And the constraint is that this T point should lie on this PQ only. Okay, so this T lie on PQ is my constraint. So we can write this as minimization problem. Okay, which are determined in this minimization problem. Distance between xa and xt plus distance between xb and xt, this we have to minimize. The sum of distance subjected to the constraint that T lie on this segment PQ. Okay, so the coordinate of this point should lie on the PQ segment. So it should satisfy this equation axt1 plus bxt2 plus c is equals to 0, and this xt1 and xt2 are the optimization variable here, which are determined by the solution of the optimal value of them. This is determined by solving this problem, and this will give us the exact location of this bus terminal, which is convenient to the residents of two cities A and B. Now the problem can be varied a little bit. Suppose instead of the straight line, this PQ should lie, this bus terminal should lie on the line segment PQ, which is कोलिनियर, कर्व लीनियर, ठीक है. And the bus terminal should lie on this co-linear segment PQ. And since if we know the equation of collinear segment PQ, we can use that equation instead of this line equation and reformulate this optimization problem. So if you look at facility location problem, so if we say that XA, XB, XC and XD are the points belonging in their boundaries. Remember that if I am looking at the boundaries of this population center, and again we want to use Euclidean distance, so the problem is to find the best location of P. So this is the location of this convenience center to the residents of these population centers. So the objective is to minimize the distance between XA, XP, XB, XP, XC, XP, XD, XP. Okay, so this is my objective function. Again, what is the constraint? Constraints are that this XA, XB, XC and XD points should lie in these population centers boundaries. Okay, so the problem can be written in this form. So you will see that there is an objective function which we have to minimize. There are constraints that the point should belong to these boundaries, respective boundaries, and these are my optimization variable xp1 and xp2. Now when it comes to other problem of finding out the location of garbage dump area, we may have to change the maximization minimization problem to a maximization problem. Okay, so next is your transportation problem. Can also be easily formulated as, suppose let us consider the case of two fertilizer plants F1 and F2 having capacity of A1, weekly capacity of producing A1 and A2 units of fertilizers. Retailer outlet R1, R2, R3, they have a weekly demand of say B1, B2, B3. Okay, and then to ship a fertilizer from plant to outlet, there is a cost inward. Let Cij denotes the cost of shipping 1 unit of fertilizer, okay, from factory Fi to retailer Rj. Then Xij denotes the number of unit of products that need to be shipped from factory Fi to retailer Rj. Okay, so Xij are now our variable, and the objective is to minimize the cost. So Xij is a unit and Cij is the cost of shipping 1 unit. So the cost of shipping the Xij units from factory I to retailer outlet J is Cij into Xij, and then we have to submit all the possible combination of factories and retailer outlets. Now what are the constraints? That every fertilizer plant can't supply anything which is greater than its capacity. So this constraint shown here. Then what is the retailer? What is the constraint on retailer outlet? That they should at least get their weekly demand every time. So their weekly demand for jth outlet is Bj. So they should get at least that much quantity, that much units of fertilizer. And also we need to ensure that all the quantity involves are all the units produced, all the quantity shipped are non-negatives. Okay, so the optimization problem can be written as minimizing the cost subjected to the capacity, constraint of ith factory, ith plant, demand constraint of each of the outlet, and then non-negative constraint. Now, as I said earlier, that if we change this problem a little bit, that the company also want to sell the packaged seed, then those packages are integer, so this constraint has to be modified a little bit. For this particular plant, we have to ensure that for this particular plant the variable related to the plants are integer and they are non-negative integers, so that modification has to be made in the problem formulation. Okay, now when we look at the data fitting problem, so we are given xi, yi going from 1 to n, where n is my data points, which are shown here with these red dots, and that the probable model is a bit quadratic type. This is given to us, which take the form of ax square plus bx plus c. So the idea is to fit a quadratic model to the given data. So here a, b and c are unknown parameters, so they are called as variable. And the measure of misfit is the distance between, or you can say difference between y and fx. So we want to fit for every point is minimized. So we have to fit a quadratic function to this data, so such that the objective is misfit for every point is minimized. Okay, so remember that there are no constraints given to us. So we can write the optimization problem as minimize the misfit for every point, and minimization is done over a, b and c. So these are optimization variable. Okay, so these are some way of formulating the optimization problems. Formulating any optimization problem is an art, and care should be taken to formulate the problem properly, so the lot of time is saved. So that's all for today's lecture. Thank you.